Today, we are going to see some more interesting and important questions from some basic concepts of chemistry, which is based on NCERT textbook. Yes, come on, let's go and watch. Assuming the density of water to be 1 gram per centimeter cube, calculate the volume occupied by one molecule of water. They are asking one molecule of water. They have given the density. Yes, let's go and see to the density of water. Density of water equal to how much? 1 gram per centimeter cube. So, 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of water. Molecules of water contains how much centimeter cube? 18 centimeter cube, right? Therefore, one molecule of water contains one molecule of water contain how much? 18 centimeter cube divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. What is the answer? You will get it. You will get the answer 2.989 into 10 to the power of minus 23 ml. Yes, volume only, no? So you will get this answer. Okay, which option is the correct option? Yes, option A, which is matching to the answer. So option A is the correct answer. Hope you got a clear idea. See, so many ideas and so many concepts and so many problems we have gone through a number of videos. Everything, the main concept, that is very, very important. Concept, if you know, whichever way they are asking question, you are able to answer. So, please go through thoroughly the concept. Another one more interesting question. If 10 to the power of 21 molecules have removed from 200 milligram of carbon dioxide, the number of moles of carbon dioxide left. They have given the option. Come on, let's go and check what is the exact answer and how to calculate it. See, first and foremost, here 200 milligram they mentioned. So, 200 milligram of carbon dioxide is equal to, can we write it here? 0.2 gram. Okay, 0.2 gram. Number of moles we have to find out. So, the number of moles of carbon dioxide, how much it has left? That is the question. So, number of moles of carbon dioxide we have to find out. So, carbon dioxide molecular mass 44, you know very well. So, given mass by molecular mass, so the number of moles. The number of moles of carbon dioxide equal to 0.2 divided by 44, that is carbon dioxide molecular mass. So you will get answer 0.00454. So can we write it like this? 4.54 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, this is actually number of moles of carbon dioxide commonly. Okay, now how much molecules have removed from 200 milligram? Now let us check. So the number of molecules, the number of molecules removed from 200 milligram. 200 milligram. So how much it is actually? 10 to the power of 21 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23, Avogadro number. So number of molecules of carbon dioxide contain. See, that is the number of molecules removed from 200 milligram of carbon dioxide I just mentioned. Okay, so what is the answer? You will get it here. 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus Yes. The number of moles left equal to what it is, 4.54 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, minus 3, let us keep it last because both are minus 3, no? So here 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 3. See, minus 3 and here also the same minus 3. So commonly we can keep. So what is the answer you will get it? You will get 2.88 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Yes. Now, which option is the correct option according to the answer? Which option is the correct option? Option? Yes. Option A is the correct option. I hope you got a clear idea. Suppose the same sum you cannot expect, but this kind of sum you will expect. Now I hope you know how to solve such kind of problem. Please note down the concept, how to solve. That's more than enough. You can crack out. Yes? Okay, now let us go some more important questions. The next question, somewhat to see it's easy, let us check whether it is easy or not. Number of gram molecules of oxygen in 6.023 into 10 to the power of 24 carbon monoxide molecule, or is how much they are asking. They have given the option. Come on, let us check. Here in this question, 1 mole of carbon dioxide, 1 mole of carbon monoxide equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of carbon monoxide. Okay, one molecule of carbon monoxide has 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms of oxygen, right? Oxygen. Okay, now this question they mentioned a number of gram molecules of oxygen in 6.023 into 10 to the power of 24. So that means number of gram molecule of oxygen. How much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 24. Normally here what it is? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So given mass by molecular mass, in that way we can consider this is a given point which is there in that sum. Now already you knew this one molecule of carbon monoxide has how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms of oxygen. So let us keep here 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So you will get what it is, gram. 10 grams only because here they mentioned a gram, right? Okay, now here generally oxygen it's a diatomic molecule, right? So in this way if we consider, so the number of gram molecules of oxygen, that means here number of gram molecule of oxygen will be, see, here actually what it is, per head. So that means 2. So number of gram molecules of atom actually per oxygen it is 1. So automatically will be, here it is 2 atoms. Right. So how much actually number of gram molecules of oxygen? It is 10 divided by 2. You will get 5. 5 gram. What it is? 5 gram molecule of oxygen will be there in 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 per atom. This is what it is, per atom. I hope you got a clear idea. Okay, now which is the correct option? Can you guess? Option B is the correct option. Yes, got that idea? Okay, now let us check some more interesting questions. The next question, it's very simple. Logical way you have to think. Come on, let's go and see. If 0.5 mole of BaCl2 are mixed with 0.2 mole of Na3PO4, the maximum number of moles of Ba3PO4 twice that can be formed. Yes, they have given the option. Yes, as we are seeing the question, let us write the equation first. What they mentioned, BaCl2 combined with Na3PO4. You will get Ba3PO4 twice plus NaCl. Okay, now in this equation, let us balance. Here 3 they mentioned, no, so let us put 3. So 3 BaCl2, that means 3 moles of BaCl2 combined to Na3PO4, that is sodium phosphate. You will get barium phosphate. Here twice is there, no? So let us put it here 2 because phosphate is there, no? So 2 Na3, that means here you will get what it is, 6 NaCl. So let us check whether it is balanced or not. Here 2 3s are 6. Yes, you are getting 6. Yes, it's balanced. Okay. Now 3 moles of BaCl2, 3 moles of BaCl2 combined with the 2 moles of Na3PO4, you are getting 1 mole of Ba3PO4 twice, that is barium phosphate. Okay, now they are asking in the question 0.5 moles of BaCl2. So in the question they mentioned 0.5 mole of BaCl2 combined with the 0.2 moles of Na3PO4. How much can be produced? Which is Ba3PO4 twice. Okay, this is actually a double displacement reaction. See, double displacement reaction, which is called double displacement reaction. Actually, this they did not ask what kind of reaction, just I am providing that. See, here logical way you think 0.2 moles of Na3PO4 can produce how much? Here 2 moles of Na3PO4 can produce 1 mole of Ba3PO4 twice. That means zero point 0.2 moles, how much it can produce? Naturally 0.1 mole. See, these are all, you no need to break your head. It's very simple. Logical way you think, that's more than enough. Okay, let us find out which is the correct option. The option C is the correct option. Hope you got a clear idea about these questions. Okay, now let us go and find out some more important and interesting questions. The next question, it's logic and somewhat interesting question. 19.7 kg of gold was recovered from a smuggler. How many atoms of gold are recovered? First and foremost, recovering from the smuggler only, it's very difficult, but they have recovered. Now let us find out how many atoms. Come on, let us go for it. The first one here, number of atoms they are asking now. So number of atoms equal to number of moles. Number of moles into Avogadro number, right? So number of atoms equal to number of moles into Avogadro number. Yes. Now number of moles is what it is, given mass by molecular mass, right? So given mass how much? 19.7 kg. So let us keep it as a gram. 907, that means 19700 kg. That means 19,700 given mass, gram of given mass divided by atomic mass, here not molecular mass, Here atomic mass of gold, right? So atomic mass of gold, what it is? 197 into Avogadro number. So what is the answer? You will get it. You will get 100 over here into Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So naturally you will get 6.023 into 10 to the power of 25. I hope you got a clear answer. Number of atoms of gold. It's easy to identify the number of atoms. If you know this formula, definitely you know how to solve. See, number of ideas I have given for more concept related problems. So just to watch those videos, definitely you will enjoy and you will crack out those more related questions. Okay, in our next video, let us watch assertion reason, because number of questions we are losing that assertion reason questions, and sometimes we are losing our marks also because of that. If you are thorough in the concept, you are able to solve the assertion reason questions also. After that we can go for case based questions. Yes, now which is the correct option by the by? Yes, D is the correct option. I hope you got a clear idea. Yes, let us go for the next question. Now let us check another question. The weight of lime obtained by heating 200 kg of 95% pure limestone. See, you know limestone, you know very well, that is calcium CaCO3, calcium carbonate. On heating, CaO plus CO2. This is called lime. Lime. This is limestone. Limestone. Okay, now here actually how much they are taken? 200 kg of 95% pure limestone. So that means 200 kg of 95% of pure limestone. Limestone. So they have given the percentage, that means 95 divided by 100 into 200. So how much kg they have taken? Actually 190 kg they have taken. Yes. Now come to this point. Here calcium carbonate. What is the molecular mass of calcium carbonate? Here 40 plus carbon 12 plus oxygen 3 into 16. So altogether how much? 100 grams of calcium carbonate. We'll keep kg also because this also kg. Okay, 100 kg of calcium carbonate, that is called limestone, on heating can produce how much of lime? What is it? Calcium it's 40 plus oxygen it's 16. So altogether 56 kg. 56 kg of lime. Now let us check. So 100 kg of limestone on heating can produce how much lime it's producing? 56 kg of lime it produces. Therefore what it is? 190 kg 190 kg of limestone CaCO3. How much it can produce? Can produce cross multiplication only. So what is the cross multiplication? 190 into 56 divided by 100. So you will get the answer here 106.4 kg. Yes, you got it. What is the option you will get? The option What is it? B is the correct option according to the answer. I hope you got a clear idea. Such kind of questions and are so easy. Easily you can solve such kind of sums. Yes, let us go for some more interesting questions. Now let us check another question. What will be the weight of carbon monoxide having the same number of oxygen atom present in 22 gram of carbon dioxide? Yes, somewhat different. Let us check how to solve. So, number of moles of 22 grams of carbon dioxide. So number of moles of 22 grams of carbon dioxide. What formula can you use for that number of moles? Given mass by molecular mass, right? Given mass by molecular mass. Right? Okay, in that way, so 22, it's a given mass and molecular mass of carbon dioxide, it is 44. So automatically you will get 0.5 mole. Right. Okay. So number of moles of 22 gram of carbon dioxide, it is this one. Okay. 1 mole of carbon dioxide. 1 mole of carbon dioxide has 2 moles of oxygen atom. Right. Therefore, 0.5 mole of carbon dioxide has how many? 1 mole. Here, 1 mole of carbon dioxide has 2 moles of oxygen atom. Therefore, 0.5 moles of carbon dioxide has how many oxygen atoms will be available? 1 mole of oxygen atom. Right? Okay. Now, I just mentioned here carbon dioxide, here carbon monoxide. Oxygen atom, here what it is? 22 gram, that means half of that. So that means here 0.5 plus 0.5. Here 1. Okay, here 1 atom, whereas here only 1 atom. See now, for example, in the 1 house, 2 kids are there. The other house, only 1 kid is there. You are buying the chocolate for both the family. That means in that first house, they will share with each other. Whereas another house, another family, they will give only 1 child. For that complete chocolate they will receive. So the same idea you have to follow here. Yes, 1 mole of carbon dioxide has 2 moles of oxygen atom, whereas 0.5 moles of carbon dioxide has only 1 mole of oxygen atom. Now compare to carbon monoxide. Now come to this point. So here they are asking same number of oxygen atoms is present in 22 grams of. Yes, exactly true. So since both are having same number of oxygen atoms, same number of oxygen atom, right? So 1 mole of carbon monoxide, how many oxygen atoms are available? 1 mole of carbon monoxide, 1 mole of carbon monoxide has 1 mole of oxygen atom, right? Okay, now molecular mass of carbon monoxide, how much here? Here what it is? 12 plus 16. Here 28 gram per mole. Molecular mass it is actually. So 28 gram per mole. So 1 mole of carbon monoxide has 1 mole of oxygen atom, which is equal to 22 gram of carbon dioxide. That is what they are asking. See, in the question, I repeat it once again. What will be the weight of carbon monoxide having the same number of oxygen atom as present in 22 gram of carbon dioxide? Here only we come to know that idea here, half of that. So half of that means oxygen also will be reduced. But oxygen atoms are what it is here too only. But 0.5 plus 0.5, in that way we have to consider. I hope you got a clear idea. Okay, now what is the answer here? They have provided 28 gram per mole here, which is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. See, I hope you got a clear idea. Come on, let us go some more important questions and interesting. Next, one more interesting question. The weight of 1 into 10 to the power of 22 molecules of copper sulfate 5H2O crystallized salt hydrated. Yes, how much gram? For what it is? 1 into 10 to the power of 22. Okay, now let us check here in this 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of CuSO4 5H2O equal to how much molecular weight? Let us check here. 63.5 plus 32 plus 6 into 16 plus altogether this is 90. So here you will get 249.5 gram per mole. Okay, so 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of copper sulfate 5H2O has this much molecular weight. Therefore, 1 into 10 to the power of 22 molecules of copper sulfate CuSO4 5H2O. How much it will be? Just cross multiplication idea. That's all, easy one. This has that much. 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules has this much. So therefore 1 into 10 to the power of 22. So here 249.5 into 1 into 10 to the power of 22 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. You will get the answer 41.45 like that you will get. But here you check it here. So you will write it here 4.15. You just change it 4.15. It's a gram because they are asking the gram, right? So here now according to this answer, which is the correct option? C is the correct option. I hope you got a clear idea. Which is the correct option? Option C is the correct option. Yes, got it? Clear? Let us go some more interesting and important questions. Next question, it's very simple and easy also. An organic compound containing carbon and hydrogen has 92.3% of carbon. They did not provide that hydrogen. So we can take that remaining because they have given the percentage. Yes. Now what is the empirical formula they are asking? Simplest ratio. And see this empirical formula, how to identify what is it empirical formula? Clear idea I have given that concept video I have mentioned. So just watch that, you will be very easy to understand that. Yes, come on. The first one, element. So what is it? Element, carbon and hydrogen. Now the next one, percentage of atomic weight. Percentage and atomic weight. Atomic weight. Okay, so percentage what they have provided here, 92.3 percentage, and atomic weight of carbon it is 12. Okay, so and here hydrogen remaining amount 100. So here what it is, 100 minus 92.3. So you will get what it is, 7.7. You will get it. Okay, now let us go for that. So here what is the answer? You will get it 7.69. You will get it. Whereas here what is the atomic weight of hydrogen? 1. So you will get 7.7. Okay, now here which is the simplest ratio? Simplest ratio. Right? So here 7.69 divided by, according to these two, 7.69 only. So you will get 1. The same way here 7.70 divided by 6.7, sorry, 7.69. You will get 1 only. Remaining. Okay, so what is the simplest ratio? C and H. Carbon 1 and hydrogen 1. Simplest ratio. Okay, now what is the answer? Which option is the correct answer? According to this answer, 1:1, carbon and hydrogen, that both are equal. So option A is the correct option. Yes, I hope you got a clear idea. These sums and all, I think it will be easy to understand. In our next session, let us watch assertion reason question, because that is also we have to concentrate. In that only actually we are losing the marks. So that also we can go through thoroughly. Thank you for watching.